Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Yo, we back. Yeah. We back in this bitch. We doing this from 2 different locations for the first time. Y'all gonna have to bear with us.
2 different locations.
We back on the grind for real.
Nah, but we still.
Yeah, we back in here. First off, let's do Adam and Eve real quick. AdamandEve.com. Fucking
promo code RRPOD.
Hell yeah. Go ahead on and spice up your love life. Go to AdamandEve.com. Don't go to Adam and Eve down the block from your house. Don't go over there with the promo code because it's not gonna work.
Only online.
AdamandEve.com. Promo code RRPOD. Tell them what you get.
You get 6 free videos.
6 videos.
50% off almost everything on the website.
That's the big one right there. And free, discreet shipping. Nobody's gonna know.
Nobody knows.
Your man, and your woman,
man, whatever. Women, everyone, all inclusive.
Anybody, trans people, gay, straight. It's something for everybody at Adam and Eve. No discrimination. So go on over to AdamandEve.com. Promo code RRPOD. Use that promo code. Get yourself some nice discounts. And have a good time later on that night after the UPS or the FedEx man or the USPS man drop off your merchandise.
Right.
Anyway, the other day we almost tried to rush into talking about this. I'm kind of glad we didn't because I've realized how much I don't care about this incident as the days went past. You feel me?
Nah, I feel the same. I honestly do. It was when I first initially noticed it when my friends sent that in our group chat. I was like, "Whoa!" And then
you shit, right?
Yeah, and then it turned real funny. It was funny. Like I just found myself repeating what Will Smith said. You know, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. You know?
What was funny to me was how stiff that motherfucking slap was, my nigga. That nigga looked like his suit was either overly starched or that he ain't had practice slapping somebody in quite some time. But the slap went down. Some people think it's real. Some people think it's fake. Some people is photoshopping a fake cheek on the Chris Rock's face.
I saw that. I was like, whoa. It's just going too far now.
Right. And as we know, it turned into a fucking meme in 2 seconds after Chris. Like as soon as the jaw stopped reverberating, it was memes up.
Almost immediately. All millions of memes almost instantly. But can I say I really care about it though?
I can't say I really care about it. I was looking at this shit from one perspective and one perspective only, bro. Mm-hmm. After the slap finished happening and the Shout out to my noise gate that's keeping me from bumping up against the microphone. Anyway, after the slap got done happening and Chris Rock turned back around from that 180-degree twist he did after he got popped in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
My only thought was, damn, did Will Smith smack August Alsina? Because I bet he didn't. But August Alsina was the one doing the smacking in that house about a year ago.
I don't know. It's definitely something to think about. I also thought about that situation and wondered, was Will Smith as hostile, as he was at the Oscars?
But he is hostile to his wife's fucking boyfriends. I mean, this is where this whole shit fell apart for me at, because I heard motherfuckers talking about, yeah, he did the right thing defending his wife and shit. And all I'm saying is this. I ain't even condemning Jada for what she was doing. If they marriage consisted of them fucking around and all that bullshit, right, and they was both fucking multiple people, or she was just doing it, or I don't care, right?
Right.
The only reason I went there was because the only reason my mind went there is because that little sit down they had at the table last year where that nigga looked dejected when they was discussing the shit that was going on.
Yeah, when he was up there in tears, if I'm not mistaken. In tears.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I do remember that. Yeah.
So
I just don't really. It's just hard for me to understand. So I don't really feel any type of. I don't really feel it like anybody's wrong or anybody's right. I don't know. I just feel like it. It really felt like entertainment, like entertainment at its 100% maximum, though.
That fucking to put into perspective what happened, bro. The damn Oscars went from 9 million to 17 million viewers pre-smack to post fucking smack.
Right.
They doubled the viewership of the show post smack. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't. This is another reason in a long line of reasons why I really stopped giving a fuck about celebrities a long time ago. These niggas is sensitive and all that bullshit. Sensitive as fuck, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. And I mean, I was also looking at it from the standpoint as to Chris Rock being a comedian. And comedians make jokes. Comedians pick on people. Even when you
especially
do,
if you in the fucking front row.
yes, literally. And I was even, remembering back to watching comedy shows like Def Jam Comedy Jam or Def Comedy Jam, and any real stand up performance, somebody gets joked on in the front row. So you just happen to be one of those people.
Right. Hey,
I don't necessarily think Chris Rock was in the wrong for making the joke, though. I mean, that's what he does. He picks on people. He makes funny jokes. He makes people laugh. I don't think any offense. I don't think any offense should have really been taken to what he said necessarily, let alone do I think it deserved the smack. I mean, the joke wasn't even funny. Let's be honest.
Right. This shit wasn't funny at all, bro.
A G.I. Jane joke. Like, I mean, even before that, I didn't even really know what G.I. Jane was. I'll be honest. I had to look it up.
Right. And mind you, I'm the old nigga on this podcast. And all I remember G.I. Jane is for having commercials on TV, bro. I ain't never laid eyes on that shit. I just knew that the girl, I didn't even know it was Demi Moore until motherfuckers started talking about it. I just knew that whoever was the woman who starred in the movie was bald headed. That's all I knew
And
about
see,
it.
that's the thing. I didn't even know that. I thought when he said, can't wait to see G.I. Jane 2, to be honest, I'm thinking, what movie is she about to be in?
When he said it, I knew. When he said it, and then I saw how I knew he was talking. He was referencing the fact that Demi Moore was bald in G.I. Jane because I just seen the commercial so many times when I was little. And mind you, G.I. Jane came out when I was like 6, bro. So I ain't never heard that shit. I was a fucking baby. So he made a 30, not a 30 because I ain't 36, but he made like a 25-year-old reference. Like a 25-year-old reference that only the old niggas in that room got. Right? Because nobody was watching this bullshit show, bro. The Oscars is garbage.
Yeah, nobody was. I'm gonna be honest. If he wouldn't have smacked him, I wouldn't even have known the Oscars was on.
Bro, I'm gonna tell
like,
you
seriously.
The only thing I didn't even know they was on either, but this the one thing of value I got out of this shit was that after he smacked the fuck out Chris Rock, I saw nominated in the Best Actor category the Denzel Washington Tragedy of Macbeth movie. I gotta watch that shit. I got to watch that. I didn't even know that shit existed.
No, I knew it existed. Nah, I do want to see that. That is a movie. You want to review that?
I had to review that joint.
No, that's what I was just saying. Nah,
hell yeah,
we can definitely review that though. But
bro, we at this point, bro, we can hop on the computer and hit the record button any day, bro. We can put
we can do
5
it that
of
way.
these motherfuckers up a week if you want to, bro. Like,
we can do that.
So we
but one good takeaway I have from the Oscars, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't watch it, but I did hear Samuel L. Jackson won his first Oscar.
Was he like a supporting actor or something? I don't know. I didn't know he was nominated. I didn't know he was in something, bro. Like,
yeah, he won one though. I'm trying to figure out what it was for, but I do know he won an Oscar.
He should have won one for Pulp Fiction. So that tell you these motherfuckers don't know what they doing, bro.
No, he should have won one.
Everything in Pulp Fiction that niggas quote is stuff that came out of his fucking mouth. The only thing the only quote that people will have that Samuel Jackson didn't say from that movie is the shit Ving Rhames said when he was about to send the wolf, bro.
Oh yeah. Nah, but he won an Oscar. He won his first Oscar for a lifetime achievement.
So they basically just gave him a participation trophy. Fuck them niggas.
He still won one though. I can't take it from him.
I know you can't take it from him, but I ain't even disparaging him. I'm disparaging them. Bro, they gave him the Oscar the same way they give niggas like the Veterans Committee vote into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Somebody who didn't make it in when they was on the ballot, but now all of a sudden they getting some type of fucking pity party Hall of Fame induction. Bro, that's bullshit. How they gonna do Samuel like that, my nigga?
Nah, that is true, but I'm glad he got him one.
For sure. I'm glad he got him one too, dog. For sure.
Nah, but all this Oscars and Chris Rock getting slapped stuff and the memes, it's just hilarious. It's just good entertainment.
Yeah, it's for sure funny, but it's a shame. It's not a shame. It should be embarrassing to these clowns that this is the only thing that could get their fucking award show any attention, bro.
Exactly. For it to jump like that and you really see the stats and numbers, is pretty amazing. It took something this drastic to make that show anything because nobody was watching it, and nobody. I don't think a lot of people knew about it unless you just watch TV and you just happen to know that it was coming. Because I mean, I didn't know.
Bro, I didn't even fucking know that. I didn't even know that the fucking nigga was nominated for that movie. I ain't seen that Venus Williams movie yet.
Nah, I haven't seen it either.
I don't think I want to see it either. I don't give a damn about it. But to really get into my only talking point with this shit, bro, is like, where was this energy at to circle back around a year ago?
Mm-hmm.
When all the real shit that you should have been slapping niggas over was taking place. Nigga told a joke, bruh. But niggas been flat out fucking Jada, dog. Pray tell, I did hear I'm up here talking like a fucking slave. Or a slave owner. Pray tell, I did hear, I do declare that Will Smith was fucking a lot of bitches too. At the same time that Jada was with thotting around with all them niggas now, sir.
Nah, I do. I did hear that too. I saw a post in the post even had Dwayne Martin in it.
That might be why Tisha Campbell left his.
Nah, nah. I mean, that's just what I saw, but don't quote me on that one. I did see the post though.
I don't keep up with this celebrity gossip, but like, this is my larger point. This is my larger point. And this is something that I've been thinking about this nigga and his fucking family. Not him and her. Him, her, the fucking weird ass kids, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, these niggas is weirdos, bro. They don't deserve no attention. And like, even to the point where when I watch my favorite fucking movie, if anybody know me, they know I got 2 movies, now 3 movies, that's tied in first place for my favorite movies. One is Bad Boys.
Right.
One is Blade, and the other one is Django Unchained.
Uh-huh.
Bruh, Bad Boys was the first movie that when I first saw it when I was a little kid, I was like, this is my favorite movie. I could watch this shit anytime. The soundtrack was fire. And when I watch him be Mike Larry these days, all I can think about half the time is his weird ass. Bro, like, I can't think about the fucking actual character that I want to enjoy in the movie. I just think about this fucking clown that's playing him. That's the same reason that I don't watch any fucking Tom Cruise movies, bro. Because I can't stand Tom Cruise because of all of that weird shit that he was pulling. Like, and so it's hella Tom Cruise movies that everybody say is good that I ain't never seen because his ass is in them, bro. Literally.
Nah, but I can honestly say, and I don't even know if this is necessarily bad, but I kind of detach these entertainers from their real life, who they are like in real life and how they act, because I don't even really know that. I only know them from the movies. So when I see Will Smith, I don't see Mike Lowry. Or when I see Denzel Washington, I don't see the nigga from Training Day. Like I see him as 2 different things, you know? Like
that's how I am with 98% of this shit until except for with Will Smith and Tom Cruise, bro. Like, cause it's just this the shit is so prevalent with them.
I
And
can't say that about Tom Cruise. I fuck with Mission Impossible.
See, I only seen the first Mission Impossible, bro. I haven't seen none of the new ones that everybody loves.
I seen all of them shits. Them shits. I mean, I fuck with the Mission Impossible movies though. So
And like, yeah, it ain't shit wrong with that. But I'm talking about like on some straight shit. Like when I say about Will Smith, because it's more like Will Smith. The Will Smith situation to me is it's even more than the Tom Cruise shit because with Tom Cruise is just him that's out there doing. And with Will Smith is him. It's his fucking weird son, Jaden Smith. It's his fucking weird wife and his fucking weird daughter, bruh. Like I haven't seen many antics from the child he had before he married her. Cause his oldest son ain't with her.
Nah, he was at the Oscars too.
But I haven't seen him doing all type of ridiculousness. Like a couple of years ago, Jaden Smith was doing like one thing I don't fuck with is when somebody do the gay shit as a blatant like I'm trying to sell something type tactic, bro. That
Oh
shit
nah,
is
when he was posting that like Tyler the Creator was his boyfriend or something.
yeah, cause you know that nigga was doing that shit for publicity. Like I'll give you a prime example. Frank Ocean, right? When Frank Ocean came out the closet, bro, he didn't even make nothing of it, bro. He just posted a letter on his fucking Tumblr or something.
Right.
That's all he did. He didn't go around parading this shit around trying to sell no records with it. Even Tyler the Creator didn't go parading it around trying to sell records with it. He just said some shock value shit behind it, but he been saying shock value stuff his whole career.
Right.
But this nigga was doing it was blatant. It's the same way with Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X, I'm not saying that he isn't gay. I mean, from all accounts, I mean, if he say he gay, I believe him. But he just trying to use this shit to sell something, bro. Like, it ain't even like he ain't even really putting on for gay people like that. He making he making a caricature out of them. The stereotypical type shit that we always think about gay people, they flamboyant and loud and all that and wear ridiculous clothes. That's what Lil Nas X is wearing, that stereotype on his fucking neck every time he do something in the public eye, right?
Right.
Like Frank
But
Ocean is like
I
a
mean,
regular nigga.
it is also kind of his image at this point, but that may also be how he is in real life. See, that's the thing. I don't know Little Nas X as like his person, you know? I only know him from what I'm seeing this nigga do on the BET Awards, you know? I'm only knowing this nigga from what he posts on his Instagram. Not that I'm, looking at his Instagram or, I just see him from entertainment. I don't see him from person. You feel me? Like that's why I'm like
No, you
I
already
I
know.
can't I can't I can't really I don't know these niggas. So
You know that's how I am with it. You know,
but I
I see
mean
these niggas as like I see them all as entertainment. Even my favorite uh entertainers I see as nothing but I don't see nothing, no value in these people except what type of entertainment they can provide me. Right?
now see now
Like,
see I feel like it would be different if I'm a fresh actor and I just got my big movie and I see this nigga. I'm on a set with Will Smith every few days, every few movies, and I done seen him and I done talked to him and I done heard him say some real shit about something going on in his life. And it'll be different. I'll probably have a different take on it if I was close to these niggas and I really knew what was going on in their circle and knew a little bit better on why things are unfolding the way they are, but I don't. So I can't really say that I don't know how to react other than that shit was funny or that shit. I'm not gonna blame nobody. I'm not mad at him for slapping that nigga.
Ain't mad at him either. I might have slapped his ass too if I was in this predicament. But I wouldn't have been putting up with the shit Will Smith was putting up with a year ago though. Like
that's what I'm saying.
and this is the thing,
that's
bro.
another reason why it's kind of weird too, because it's like, all right, you had the energy to slap this guy for making a joke, but you was having your wife was having an affair, and you ain't try to
They could have
approach him
both
in
been
any
having
type of way.
affairs. To be fair to her, they could have both been having affairs.
Makes
I don't
sense.
know. But
see, and then okay, so that I don't know. That's why I can't really say anything about the August Alsina, because what if that was something that was discussed and he just was feeling some type of way? That's why he was on TV crying, but he can't really get mad because he like, all right, I was doing what I was doing. Now you
bro,
doing what you doing.
And you brought me to what my point is about that shit, and why I say when I see Will Smith and Tom Cruise, I can't fuck with their movies.
Mm-hmm.
Because as the way you say with Denzel, you don't see the guy from Training Day or the guy from fucking The Inside Man or whatever. But it's a real clear-cut difference between somebody like him and somebody like Will Smith.
Right.
Will Smith and them done put motherfuckers in their personal life. His fucking wife sit up around that table with her mama and daughter talking about shit that nobody outside of their household should know.
Makes sense. Nah, you got a point right there.
Like, and yet they got a whole fucking show that they do that's dedicated to telling their personal business. Like, and when I hear that bullshit and hear the kind of fuckery that they into behind the scenes, bro, like that shit just be, when I'm trying to enjoy a movie, that shit just be clouding my fucking vision of the movie. I'm like, but I'm just thinking like, oh, this is that weird nigga right there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. Like it I don't know why certain, even though for the most part I only see these niggas as entertainment, certain shit just creep into my mind when it comes to certain people. Like when I listen to like a Nirvana track, I'd be like, damn, Kurt Cobain blew his own fucking brains out. Like I'd be like, this give me a new perspective on the music he was making.
Right.
Because like if it's one thing for somebody to make emo sounding music, it's another thing for somebody to make emo sounding music and then blow their own head off.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact when I hear his songs, especially on their last album that came out right before he did this shit, when I hear the fucking songs, and then I'll be like, damn, that nigga murdered himself after he recorded this stuff. So he won't really making the songs just to make them. Like this is really what that nigga was feeling like. That nigga felt worthless, bro. Like,
mm-hmm.
And on that same token, I'd be like, you ain't knowing the dumb shit that Will and them be up to. Like he can't really put on a convincing performance in movies to me no more. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to get at.
I don't know. To me, this is some Skeet Davidson and Kanye West shit.
Right.
It's as simple as that. It's really that. It just got physical. I mean, it may not have been something that's like, oh, they got in a real fist fight, but it got physical. And
I think the Pete Davidson and Kanye shit didn't get physical because Pete Davidson don't want no fucking parts of that. That's my personal opinion. Like I promise you, I think that's why that hasn't happened. But go ahead.
I mean, you think Pete Davidson is like scared of this nigga Kanye West or something? Or
Not
you think he just
necessarily.
not?
I just don't think Pete. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't. Pete Davidson don't come off to me as a nigga who's gonna fight anybody.
Maybe.
Not that he's scared of Kanye. Like, because if Pete Davidson was gonna do some damage, then Kim Kardashian wouldn't be saying stop before you get him hurt. Pete Davidson would be out there ready to smack a nigga. Like, Pete Davidson to be out there like, all right, you talking all this shit. Let's get this shit on. You know where I'm at. I stay at your old house. Let's get it. Let's get busy. Let's box real quick. Ain't nobody gotta know. Like, but you know that hasn't happened. So I don't know if Pete Davidson is in it for the fisticuffs.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Nah, but I just feel like they're just making a fool of themselves. He shouldn't have smacked them. I do agree. That's that just drew unnecessary attention to yourself. I mean, or it couldn't have drew, or it could have been exactly what he was looking for. You never know.
But like, I know people be talking shit about Will Smith, right? And saying like, okay, Will Smith ain't been in a good movie in this long. I mean, before the King Richard movie, like, or Will Smith ain't been in the movie that's worth a damn, and Will Smith is a fucking weirdo. His wife is embarrassing him publicly and all that shit. Will Smith, what the fuck? Who is Will Smith? Anyway, Will Smith is still a nigga who, if you put him on your cast, bro, the movie is gonna get attention. People are gonna watch it, bro. I used to watch bullshit that I would never watch because he was in. I tell you, when I was out of the game on Will Smith is when I saw that damn Pursuit of Happiness garbage. Like,
Yeah.
now, it's a great. Don't mind you. Pursuit of Happiness is a great story.
Mm-hmm.
Like the real life story is a great thing. The movie was boring as fuck. like, like, that's I was out. I was like, this nigga is not somebody like that I can just say, all right, anything he in is gonna be fired. Like that's not what it is anymore. But
Right.
um people talk about him and all that, but he's still a box office headlining type dude. Right? It's a reason that why when he do Bad Boys movies, he get a check and a percentage of the take, bro. He get a percentage of the ticket sales, bro.
Right.
He gets paid from doing those movies. It's a reason why that's in his contract, because that nigga is on the A list. He's cemented on the A list, and he'll never leave the A list. That's why he could make stupid shit like After Earth and all that other bull crap, Bright and trash that he been in. So
Nah, I ain't even gonna lie. I actually like Bright.
Bright is better than After Earth. I'll put it that
Nah,
way.
I will say that, but you got to look at it. He was also in shit like Aladdin. Like,
It's garbage as fuck.
I mean, but it's Aladdin though. It's Disney.
Yeah,
It's big.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying like he didn't need no attention. He ain't smacked Chris Rock for attention.
Mm-hmm.
Like Will Smith name is attention, bruh. Like
Exactly.
his
Fresh Prince
name,
of Bel Air it's got a spin off that it's just
that's a reboot. It's a full fledged reboot. It ain't a spinoff.
yeah. I mean,
I
not
ain't
I
never
was just
seen it,
saying
but
is I seen the first episode because it was free, but
I ain't like the original, so I ain't watching that shit.
mm-hmm.
I didn't like Fresh Prince. It was crazy because I am black, but I ain't really mess with none of them black family TV shows. I ain't like Fresh Prince. I ain't like the Cosby Show. I ain't
Uh-huh.
like A Different World. I ain't like none of that shit.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I was only really liking them because that's what was playing in my household. My mom used to watch Girlfriend, so
I ain't like that. What did black show that I like. I liked this is crazy, bro. I'm about to sound like an old man. Even though I'm not, bro. Like, even though I think by the time I was even born, that the person that starred in this show was already dead. But I liked Sanford and Son, bro. Like, I would
Oh
watch
yeah.
that shit. I thought that shit was funny as hell when I was little.
Uh-huh.
But like that was on like some TV Land rerun type stuff at my grandma's house that I would see Sanford and Son. So like I didn't watch none of those black family shows. So I'm not watching Fresh Prince to reboot because I didn't watch the original. I didn't give a damn about the Fresh Prince. I didn't watch the reunion show neither on HBO Max. So it just wasn't my thing. Wasn't my thing at all. But I don't know, man. Like I'm already out of gas on talking about this garbage. I'm already out of gas.
Nah, it's just it was just entertainment. Simple as that.
The
I
only
thought
thing
it was I thought it was
when
very funny. It was it's something that I feel like would have been on the Dave Chappelle show.
right, like with Rick James.
Yeah, like it's one of those type of things. Like it's one of those things that 20 years down the line, you're gonna have somebody recreate that and it's gonna be a joke, you know?
Right. Truthfully speaking, like the only value this thing had for us, in my opinion, was if we would have clout chased it.
Uh-huh.
Like if we would have clout chased it like we was about to do and did the damn upload the same night that it happened. But like the clout chasing period for this is over with. Like it ain't got no value of to me. Like I just talk. I was just really gonna talk about it today just because we talk about shit that happens. Like that's literally my only motivation. Like these is a bunch
I
of
do
people
agree.
I don't care. Like these is a bunch of people that number one, I don't care about any celebrity on a personal level. I don't have any attachment to any celebrity. I'm not a stan of anybody. Like I got attachments to things that these people have made, but I don't care anything about them. The only celebrity really that I don't like is R. Kelly. Like R.
You
Kelly is
don't
somebody
like R. Kelly.
I can't fucking stand that dude, bruh.
And
Like
why is that?
I guess that whenever his fuckery had started and the sex tapes came out, the girl who he was in the videotape with was my same age,
Mhm.
bro. Like, and I think that shit just scarred me for life off of him. Like, I
Makes sense.
never fucked with him after that because when that shit came out, I was in the 6th grade, and the girl was like 12 that he was messing with in the tape. And I was 12 at the time, and that was like the year 2000. So I was 12. So that shit scarred me for life off of R. Kelly. I was just like, you know what? Fuck this nigga. Ever since then, I never ever, never ever could fuck with him again. Like especially after I found out he married Aaliyah when she was only 15, bruh. Cause that's something I've been knowing about for years before we ever did the R. Kelly episodes. Like
Yeah,
I've been knowing he did
I
that.
had learned about that too from watching those R. Kelly documentaries.
Yeah, I knew he married Aaliyah shit way back when she first died. They was talking about the fact that he had married her when she was only 15. Cause she was about to marry Dame Dash. Like when she died, she was engaged to Dame Dash.
Mm-hmm.
And when that shit happened, like they were what was it? They were they somebody on one of them stations, MTV or something, had talked about the fact that she had married R. Kelly. Like, and mind you, Aaliyah died in like 2003, bro. So this was not too long after the R. Kelly shit happened. All like, Son, she died in like, was it 2003 or was it 2001?
If I'm not mistaken, it's 2001.
Bruh, like she died even. Hell yeah, because I think she died right before 9/11 happened.
Yep, 2001, August
Yeah,
25th.
she died only 2 weeks before 9/11 happened. Yeah, I think it might have been Left Eye who died in 2003. But
Mm-hmm.
this is the thing. They talked about that, and I guess that's piled up on why I couldn't stand R. Kelly. Like it piled up because they talked about he married her when she around the time that she died is when I learned about it, and that was only like a year after the fucking sex tapes and shit came out. So
I
I
don't
just
know.
never fuck with him. Fuck him. He
R.
right
Kelly
there
is one
along
of
with me.
those. R. Kelly is one of those. When niggas start talking about R. Kelly, yeah, I don't really like what he did, but I mean, and that goes back into the things with separating these people, what they do in their real lives from their entertainment abilities. I don't take that away from the music.
I never liked this music though, so I never had an attachment to his art. Before any of the bullshit
Nah,
happened, I
that
thought his
nigga got.
music
I mean, I
was
can't lie. That
dope.
nigga R. Kelly got hits. That
But he
nigga
got
got hits.
he got hits, yeah. He do
That
got
nigga
hits.
got hits.
He got hits. It ain't no disputing that nigga got all time hits. I still
No,
don't like that
seriously.
shit. I don't like it.
No, I agree. I mean, I can't. Hey, and I can't say nothing about your opinion on that. But that nigga, that nigga musical abilities was something different. But
I
what he
think
was doing in his personal
his
life was
fucking
just
music was just fucking bad. I thought that other artists I thought to me R. Kelly was the biggest artist of that era, but I thought shit like Jodeci was way better.
nah.
That's
Yeah,
that's
I
that was
mean,
my
Jodeci is
opinion.
good.
Like I thought shit like Jodeci and shit like even niggas like Keith Sweat and shit was better than him.
Uh huh.
Music wise. Like not that I don't think Keith Sweat is a better singer than that nigga, but I think the songs that he came out with was better to me. That's all I'm saying. But that's just so I never had to separate R. Kelly from his art because his art had no fucking impact on me because I never liked it.
Makes sense.
Like so, but Will Smith, like that nigga's the main character. He one half of the main duo in my favorite fucking movie. Like, and to see all the fuckery that he's a part of with this fucking woman, bro. Like, and I never thought like that she was on this bullshit. I never knew she was this fucking weird, dog. Until I seen them fucked up ass kids. I'm sorry, bro. The shit that really threw me wasn't when she was sitting up there talking about fucking her son, homie. Bro, I'm sorry, bro, but I'm not fucking my homie mama. I'm not. Bro, I'm not doing it. Bro.
Yeah,
No,
that would be weird.
I'm not. That shit ain't. That shit ain't. It's too much more out there for me to get to go mess with one of my homies' mamas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially if you a famous nigga, like all you gotta do is go pick you an Instagram thought, bro. Like that's but gonna be way better than Jada Pinkett old ass. Really? Like, let's be for real. Pick one of them. Do what you do. Fly out. Pretend like you gonna spend some money on it. Send her back home broke. That's what these niggas do anyway. Like, but truth be told, like the way that this shit that they went that she went about talking about the weird shit that Willow. It was the thing with Willow, the one with Willow and the grandma when they was talking about Willow's fucking sex life and shit that she been doing that really was like, yo, these some creepy motherfuckers. This girl is barely legal, man. She like 20. So to be doing the shit she was talking about and saying that one of them said either the grandma or somebody taught them how to masturbate. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, hold on, bro. Like, this nigga's crazy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't even quote me, bro, because I can't remember this shit anymore. But I'm like, yo, like, what is happening here with these weird ass? Like, I ain't in. That's the thing. I didn't think seeing Jada Pinkett and the Nutty Professor, bro. I didn't think she was that fucking weird. And the Nutty Professor is really the only shit I remember her from in that one Keenan Ivory Wayans movie. I think it's called like Low Down Dirty Shame shit. That's all I can remember her being in, to tell you the truth, bro. That's all.
Jada Pickett Smith. My grandmother taught me about self-pleasuring when I was 9.
You see,
See,
that's
and
shit.
I knew nothing about that. That was new. That was very new to me. So yeah, that's different.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of shit that I'm like, what is really fucking happening with these people? I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, that shit really threw me when I was hearing and seeing that type foolery,
He
bro.
didn't want me to fall into the hands of a man, and if he gave me pleasure to think that was him. She taught me at 9. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck that. Like, this shit ridiculous to me. This shit ridiculous to me. All I gotta say, Will Smith, is now that you done got your slapping gear turned up, now go slap all her boyfriends. Slap them niggas too. Just don't even just deliver slaps. Just DoorDash slaps to niggas now, because you got a lot of slapping to do, nigga. You got a lot of slapping to do based on her motherfucking activities. And like, I'm done with that topic. I can't muster up another ounce of my breath to talk about these fucking people.
Yeah, it was just a lot of Kanye activity going on. That's what I'm gonna call it. A bunch of antics.
I forgot about Kanye, bro.
Yeah,
You
he's
know,
been quiet. He's been very quiet lately.
the best times in my life when it comes to entertainment type shit is when I forget about him. And like I told you, bro. Remember I told you when I said the other day, if that nigga discography disappeared, I wouldn't even miss it.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that nigga existed, bro. I forgot.
Yeah, that nigga's been extra quiet lately.
Well, I mean, I heard about him getting scratched from the Grammys, and of course, they scratched the fucking Donda 2 is not eligible to be on no charts.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's because it's not out. I mean, if we're being honest, it's not.
They not counting fucking STEM players into album sales. And look, I said what I said about Kanye, but that's some fucking bullshit. Because they let niggas selling fucking t-shirts and concert tickets be called as album sales. So why can't his fucking STEM player be as an album sale? It is bundled with the album, just like Travis Scott t-shirts and shit was bundled with the album.
Mm-hmm.
So why his STEM player can't be counted on the billboard? It's bundled with the album. If anything, you should have counted it on the billboard and let it be counted as an album sale, because it would have knocked his ass down a peg. He only would have sold 44,000. If
Right.
they would have counted it, it would have came in at like number fucking 12, bro. And he ever since the only album he ever put out that didn't go number one was the College Dropout. That shit went number two. Everything else been number one. All
Mm-hmm.
of it. Even Cruel Summer was number one, if I'm not mistaken. everything was number one. So they should have just knocked them. You could have knocked them down to pay. Ended his number one streak if you really wanted to get at it. But you can't get at him now because all he got to do is release his next album conventionally, and he gonna go number one again. Like that's it. So they really didn't punish Cuz by not letting his shit count on the Billboard because it don't even fuck with his stats. Right.
Yeah.
It don't even do that, but that's some bullshit that they let all these niggas who was. The thing is that the other bitch ass niggas did that shit in collaboration with Majors and Live Nation and shit like that. And Kanye didn't.
Right.
And the RIAA slapped his ass down a notch because they ain't want to count his shit. But when Jay-Z sold 1 million copies of a record because Samsung bought 1 million copies of that whack ass Holy Grail album and gave him out for free, and they gave him a platinum status before his album even came out.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't slapped that down. Billboard still didn't acknowledge it. Billboard didn't acknowledge the 1 million Samsung copies, so I give them that. They did stay kind of consistent with that. Billboard didn't acknowledge the Samsung copies, but his shit went number one anyway because people who didn't have Samsung still bought it.
Right.
But they acknowledged, like I said, the Travis Scott merch bundles. They acknowledged niggas putting singles on their album that sold a lot of copies at the last second just to boost album sales. Nicki Minaj did that. She put that single she had with 6ix9ine on her shit to boost up the album sales. And she still number one. She went number two. That's why she was mad at Travis Scott. Because that was Travis Scott's second week that he beat Nicki Minaj out in. That's the crazy part. It wasn't his first week. That was his second week on the market, but it was he went number one in his second week because everybody who bought a concert ticket, they got an album with it, and that counted on the Billboard. So, like I said, everybody who bought a fucking stem player got the album with it, and that shit should count.
No.
Even though it's just a bunch of reference tracks.
Yeah. Donda 2 doesn't deserve anything, if I'm being quite honest. I mean, that's just my opinion, though. I don't care about ever hearing it. I don't want to hear it. Actually, I heard it, but I mean,
When Donda, and I ain't trying to defend Kanye, I'm just saying, like, where would these niggas stop at? Like, where would they stop at putting their little bullshit stamps on fucking putting their little bullshit stamps on how you can distribute your shit? Because if them STEM players was being sold by Def Jam, every one of those fucking album sales account. Every one. But when you go on his Wikipedia page, his Donda 2 got the words self-released next to it. It don't got no record labels on there. So it's just like this. When niggas is putting out mixtapes, right?
Right.
Back in the day, mixtapes weren't eligible to be on no Billboard chart until record labels start putting out mixtapes. If you're reading this, it's too late. It's free. That shit was free, bro. You could just get it. I just got it. It was a mixtape. But they started packaging them joints, and it's a platinum album now. Because the record label put it out too. But if you didn't want to buy it, you could just get it. And it's all politics. You already know. It's all politics. These motherfuckers only care about you as far as you can make money for them when it comes to this industry bullshit.
No cap. Nigga, that's the gritty thing for real, though.
Yeah, but like niggas ain't seeing it. They ain't see the bigger picture. Like with the Kanye STEM player shit, My nigga, like if Billboard acknowledged that shit and let it be sold like that, bro, you think record labels wouldn't find a way to monetize that?
Mm-hmm.
Niggas will be packing albums in with Xboxes. The
No cap.
Xbox would be sold to you by Interscope Records and Microsoft. Your PS4 come with the new Kendrick Lamar album. I mean, your PS5. Like niggas, they would have monetized that, but they won't. All these little the Academy and the RIAA and Billboard is all stuck in their old ways, bro. They didn't even want to adopt streaming and digital downloads and shit until the music industry swung so hard in that direction that they had to.
Mm-hmm.
They had for a while. Streaming numbers won't count it. And the Billboard was looking stupid because you was having niggas go number one selling 40,000 copies.
Uh-huh.
Except their album been streamed 50 million times, but they wouldn't count in the streaming. Like, you niggas was number one on the Billboard charts with 40,000 records. Like, I remember back in 2007 or 6. No, it was 2007. That's when the Cool by Lupe Fiasco came out. Bro, the Cool debuted on the Billboard charts at number 15 or number 14, bro. Can you guess how many albums that shit sold in the first week?
What, like 20,000?
That shit sold like 180,000 copies.
Mm-hmm.
It was number 14. Right now, if you don't release around Taylor Swift, Drake, Kanye, or Kendrick Lamar, or J. Cole, or Adele, like if you release away from them and you sell 180,000, nigga, you gonna be far and away the number one nigga on the charts.
Right.
And his shit sold like 180,000, and his shit was number 15.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was before streaming. But then streaming came out, and the RIAA and the Billboard charts didn't want to acknowledge it. Like now, so you, and it wasn't until they were seeing niggas, mind you, niggas like Lupe sold. I remember. This is even a crazier example. I remember Wu-Tang, the W came out at number 5 on the Billboard charts, and it sold 400,000 copies in the first week. The shit almost went gold, and it was number 5. Mm-hmm. The shit almost went gold in 1 week, and it was number 5, bruh. Like, number 1 albums, Wu-Tang Forever sold like 700,000 in the first week. That was a number 1 album. You had niggas going number 1, selling 40,000. That's when they knew they had to change. And that's all that it took. So it's going to take something drastic for them to change up and acknowledge new shit, like what Kanye tried to do. But with all that being said, Donda 2 is a fucking turd, bro. Like, and I ain't never gonna listen to it, so fuck it. Like, when the final copy come out, I'm not listening to it. I heard all I needed to hear already. So,
I mean, if it comes out a full version and something's different, I'll give it a listen. But if it's the same things I already heard, then nah.
I know, bro. I already did. I've been down that road with him. Bro. Because that's how Life of Pablo was rolled out. Life of Pablo was put out as the rough copy first. And like 6 months later, the actual final version came out. It was just as garbage. I was like, you know what? No more of this. This is not the final version bullshit. No. Like, not with me. Damn that. So I'm done with him when it comes to that shit, dog. I'm done. I'm done all the way around with any of it.
Yeah, I don't know. If I feel like if niggas fighting can't get me to really enjoy entertainment anymore, then I don't know if I can enjoy entertainment anymore. I mean, music ain't really hitting for me like that. Like as far as
Music. Let me tell you how hard music ain't hitting, bruh. Now that we done veered this direction,
mhm.
music is so trash. I went back and listened to a whole lot of Red, and I was like, you know what? This ain't that bad.
See, that's the thing. Like I can't even like I don't have headphones, so I can't really listen to music right now. I've actually been thinking about buying some of those Apple Macs over the ear joints.
Right.
Apple, send me a pair if y'all want me to do a review on those.
They should send you a pair. You done bought all of they raggedy ass fucking phones.
That too. So,
Say at
but
least Samsung sent me a fucking VIP invitation to get my phone, bruh, so I wouldn't have to worry about them niggas know I had so many of their phones. When the S22 Ultra came out, I ain't have to worry about doing nothing. I ain't have to wait in no lines. I ain't have to go through no crashing website. They sent me a link straight to the fucking phone, and I hit the button, and it was there in my cart. All I had to do was pay for it. When I was buying my mama's, that's when all I had to deal with all the website problems. When I was getting mine, they sent me a link right there, like not even a link. It was just a picture of the new phone, like in my status bar, like don't even wait, like pre-order now. I hit the button, it took me straight to the pre-order page. So I ain't even know niggas was having trouble getting them because I ain't have no trouble.
mm-hmm.
But I had the Galaxy S1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, the Note 10, the S20, and now this one. So I guess they was like, well, this motherfucker done bought so many let's keep his ass being a sheep.
Nah, but
They should definitely sell you some of those fucking headphones.
that that almost made me want to go back and listen to a whole lot of Red and really see is it that bad, you know?
Listen, I'm talking about, I listened to that shit maybe a couple hours ago. Like, right before the sun went down, I was listening to that album. I was like, this is when we talked about it, I was like, this shit ain't terrible, bro. Like, that was my honest fucking assessment. Like, hey, I could give you tracks on it that I actually fuck with. Like Vamp Anthem, I fuck with. Rockstar Made, I fuck with. Take My Shirt Off, I fuck with. Jump Out the House, Teen X, like all that. And like we talked about, like I'm having to go back and hear music that I thought was subpar, and music has been so toilet status these days that music I didn't like when it first came out has now been elevated.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's just this shit is awful, bro. It's awful. Like the state of entertainment is awful. I done started getting back into watching movies, and I seen a good ass movie the other day. That shit was fire.
Yeah, I just got done watching a Denzel Washington movie. It was called The Little Things. It was on HBO Max. It was kind of on in the background, but I ain't really.
I wanted to see that when it first came out, but I never watched it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a movie that I watched on Netflix called I Care a Lot, bruh.
Uh-huh.
That's a good ass movie, bro. Like that movie was not what I expected it to be.
I might watch that after this, to be honest. But yeah, I will agree. Entertainment is not where it should be right now. It's not really holding me.
Oh yeah, New Neon. I think that might be my favorite song from Whole Lot of Red. That
Mm-hmm.
was one that I liked when we first listened to it. So, but yeah, man. I don't know what to do anymore. Like entertainment is so terrible. I don't look forward to entertainment anymore. I don't look forward to video games, music, movies, or none of that shit.
Yeah, I haven't really been.
Bro, I didn't even want to see the. What'd you say, bro?
I said I haven't even been finding any good video games. They need to
Bro,
just reboot all the old ones. To be honest,
I'm gonna tell you a
they
video
need
game.
like what has to happen for me to get a Def Jam Fight for New York reboot? Like PS5 graphics, just give me some better graphics and just drop the game. I'm pretty sure it would sell. It would sell crazy.
Licensing with that.
Yeah,
They
that is
got too much music and too many celebrities in it. I tell you what. I tell you what game I've been playing has been mad fucking fun that I had sitting in here for years and barely touched into the past couple days.
Mm-hmm.
Borderlands 3.
Oh yeah.
And like especially if you playing it with somebody. Borderlands 3 is just fun. Fuck all the stories and shit. All you do is run around getting guns and shooting shit, bro. Let's just no storyline and all that. The video game that everybody is on the nutsack of, like I beat it and I'm never playing it again. Like it wore out its welcome with me, Elden Ring. I don't ever want to see that fucking game in my life. I'd rather play Bloodborne again 1,000 times than play Elden Ring one more time.
Right.
So everything is just trash. The fucking Oscars is trash, bro. So trash that niggas ain't know it was on until Will Smith smacked the nigga on stage.
Exactly.
So all I can say is, if you really want some real entertainment, go to adamandeve.com. Use the fucking promo code RRPOD. Get you some good shit over there and entertain yourself.
Exactly. Promo code RRPOD. Free shipping, discreet shipping.
And
For
50% off
everybody.
damn near everything on the website.
For
Go get
everybody.
you good shit. And then you can have all the fun you want. Oh shit. I think I done snorted into the microphone. It didn't mute. Oh no, I got allergies. Sorry. That was bad. I hit the mute button and it didn't work.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. I'll go in there and try to mute that section, but I probably won't succeed. Yeah, but that's about all I got today. Today is really just a test run for the remote setup. And in about a month to a month and a half, niggas is gonna be live on Twitch.
Live on Twitch.
Live on Twitch and YouTube. We gonna simulcast.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we doing it. Other than that, I don't got nothing else to say, man.
Yeah. This all the Will Smith and Chris Rock was entertainment. That's all that it is. That's all that it ever will be. Unless you're in that circle. So I mean, that's all I got.
Right? That's it. Craig, leave.